What is happening? Welcome back to another video. I've been riding this Transit all-wheel drive, direct drive a bunch lately and I'm absolutely loving it. Let's get some bindings on it and see how we go. So I've got some S2 bindings here. What I'm thinking is we'll chuck some bindings on it and we'll go rip it around my little track and get a lap time and see how it does. These standard bolts don't quite look long enough. So I've got a few a little bit longer. Hopefully they are the same thread. Well, unfortunately, no. Hopefully I got some nuts. All right, so this is the front. We'll whack that one in. Bit more of an angle on the front. Yep, I think that'll be perfect. All right, there we go. Front one is on. Let's just whiz through that back one really quick and get it on the trail. All right, so if you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll notice that my little bush track is pretty rough and bumpy. That's the idea of the bindings, more just to stay on the board. I'm not gonna be jumping it. I don't think it's heavy and this deck isn't designed for jumping. I definitely don't wanna break it. So it's more just to stay in control. And as soon as you put these in, you end up with a lot more control just in your turns and things like that. You can really turn it nice and sharply. And yeah, it's just a much better ride, I think. A lot of people are worried about crashing in them and stuff like that, but I never seem to have any dramas and I can just jump straight out of them. So what we're gonna do, I think we're gonna take this, get a time on this, and I'll also swap the bindings onto my Evolve GTR and see what sort of time that does as well. Let's go. All right, here we are at the track. Let's cut a few warm-up laps and see how we go. Double kingpins out here on 6-inch wheels is a handful. Those little street tires and the DKPs, they just don't handle as well as a full-on mountain board, but still super fun and super challenging. That is such a mission, running around, getting all them shots. I recorded a full lap, so I'll be able to check my lap time when we get back to the shed. That Transup board is such a fun board. There's something about just cruising through the bush and it's just completely silent. Just can't hear anything else. It's quite good. Anyway, I've ripped the bindings off it. I've chucked them on my Evolve GTR. Let's go see what sort of lap time I can get out on that. I think Tara's gonna come with me and she's gonna jump on the Bafang Ebike. So I might even do a time on that and just get a few more times up on this leaderboard. We've made it out here to the track. Let's get a couple of laps in and see what sort of times we can get. Alright, I've got a couple of laps in on the bike and I've got a lap time. Same with the Evolve GTR, so we'll head back to the shop and see what times we did. Alright, so here's our leaderboard. I've got the Suron up there. I don't think anything is going to beat that thing around that track. I've got the Pro 97 mountain board. So this was not a bad time. It was also when I still had a pretty tender heel. I could definitely beat that. So Andre made it out and it was his first time riding around the track. So he's now got a time up on the board and I can guarantee you he's going to smash that time in the near future. Here we have the Transite all-wheel drive time. We'll slip that in right here. Next up we have the Evolve GTR, which was a little bit quicker, which surprised me. And then we have the Bafang 1500 watt electric push bike that beat all the boards so far as well. The bikes just handle the rough stuff and the bumps and all that loose dirt a lot better than the boards do. They can just smash through it. The Evolve is known for its torque off the line, and it is just so nimble around those tight corners. You know, I don't think you get probably over 20-25 kilometers an hour on this track. So it's just an idea. All these times are in the dry. It's raining right now, but I want to get out there in the mud one day and give it a run on the mountain boards and see what sort of times we get in the wet. The more boards I get, the more I want to keep getting times up here. Anything that has all-terrain tires on it, just get it out there. Also want to get Brett, a few of the other boys out, get some times on the board, and we'll just be able to come back and try and beat it and see our progression a little bit too. So should be pretty cool to see. If anyone is local to Port Macquarie and wants to come get a time on the board, let me know, hit me up. And it is a lot harder out there to ride that track than what you're going to think it is. So it'd be good to get you out there and yeah, get a time up. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. Massive thank you to everyone out there watching, and the biggest thanks to my members. I appreciate it so much. You guys are legends. Thank you again. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.